Question D says, consider the geometric pattern given. We have x, y, x plus y, where x is greater than 0 and y is also greater than 0. They want us then to determine the numerical value of x over y. If you look at the memo, you will see that there's two ways in which they first find the first part, and we will go through both these ways. So the first way is to acknowledge that we understand that R is equals to Tn plus 1 over Tn, right? So in other words, we understand that x plus y over y should be equals to y over x, right? So the ratios need to be consistent. We're going to multiply both sides by y and x, multiply both sides by y and x. So here we will get x plus y, and on the other side we'll get y squared. We will multiply out by x, we'll get x squared plus xy minus y squared is equals to 0. We have a quadratic equation here, and we can solve for that quadratic equation, letting x be our variable and y be our coefficient. So that means that A is equals to 1, B is equals to a positive y, and C is equals to a negative y squared. Now, another way we can do this is by looking at the general equation and saying that Tn is equals to A Rn1, right? Okay, our A is equals to X and our R is equals to Y over X. So we can substitute that in and get Tn is equals to X, Y over X, and minus 1. Okay, we are given that for our third term, we have x plus y. So we will have x plus y is equals to x, y over x, 3 minus 1. Okay, and then over here, that would give us x plus y is equals to x y squared, right? And x squared because of that over there. And then we will just end up with y squared over x plus x plus y. And then we're going to go ahead and multiply both sides by x. Multiply both sides by x, we'll get x squared plus yx minus y squared is equals to 0. So again, taking us back to that formula that we have there. So since we have that, we are okay with that. We understand that. We're going to move on to now solving for x. We're going to use our quadratic equation that says x is equals to minus b plus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a, where b is equals to y plus minus y squared minus 4. A is 1, C is y squared over 2, 1. Okay, we get minus y plus minus the square root of y squared minus 4y squared over 2. Okay, let's carry on over here. So, it's a negative y. So let's remember that that's a negative, making this positive, giving us x is equals to negative y plus minus 5y squared over 2. We can take out that y, right, because it's squared. The square root of y squared is just going to be y. Then we'll take out y as a common factor to give us -1 plus minus the square root of 5 over 2. Right? All of this should be equals to x. Then we can go ahead and divide both sides by y. X would be y is equals to, well, x over y would be equals to -1 plus minus the square root of 5 over 2. Right. So since we are told that it is a positive number, they did say x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0. That means the division of the two must also be positive. Therefore, the only possible answer would be the plus sign and not the minus sign. So now we have found the ratio that they were initially asking for us to find. So x over y is equals to -1 plus the square root of 2 plus the square root of 5 over 2, I mean to say. Okay.